Hey guys, RascalRyan521 here to bring back another LEGO Star Wars set review for you. And today this is set 75102 called Poe's X-Wing Fighter. 717 pieces, recommended ages 8 to 14, and retails for $80. Obviously, once again, this is from the Force Awakens movie. Movie that's highly anticipated, cannot wait for it. And I do not have an X-Wing yet, so that is the main reason I decided to buy this set. It was kind of like a last minute, purchase, but I'm definitely glad I did after building it. So let's get started right away. The box here. The box is actually it's really hard to show, I'm sorry. Yeah, it might just be better if I just kind of show you from back here. There's the front. The back right here. I'm working on a new recording studio or a new area to do my videos. I mean, I'm still gonna do them in my closet, but I'm gonna do them in a. I'm gonna kind of fix up the. I'm gonna do it on I'm starting to get a table from Home Depot or something to make it easier to film the videos on. So expect that soon. So moving on to the extra pieces. I'm just gonna take the camera off the tripod. So extra pieces over here. Nothing really noteworthy. Figured I'd just show you them anyway though. Oh, except for this purple light brick back here. That's pretty neat. Other than that though, a couple of flat circular studs. Nothing too fancy. It's still pretty nice selection with extra bricks. Sorry guys, it's back on the tripod. Yep, there we go. Okay, so now on to figures. Oh, we also do get a brick separator, by the way. So on to the figures. We're going to start with our Resistance X-Wing pilot. So he is really cool. I absolutely love the torso and leg printing on him. He's got some more printing on the back. He's got his nice blaster, nice little small gun, and then very cool helmet printing all the way around on his head. It's a pretty standard head, but still really cool. Next up we get our Resistance ground crew. Seems very neat. I like whatever alien species he is. He's really cool. He's got a cool mask, some orange and white printing on it. Let's take a look at that face. Like I said, it's a really cool species, whatever he is. He's got no back head printing, but as I showed you, he does have some back printing in his torso. Just a really, really cool, unique looking figure. Then next up, one of the main draws of the set, or at least in terms of minifigures, BB-8. So really cool little guy. I really like this figure. I'm really hoping he's not going to be the Jar Jar Binks of the next movie. It doesn't look like he's going to be, though. It's kind of cool to have him and R2 in the same movie. As you know, this piece just comes off and the head kind of rotates. And yeah, this is just a cool figure to have. It's not even a figure that when you're building him, or when you're building the set, it doesn't even have you build him in minifigures part at the beginning. It has you kind of build the droid and then put it in the ship. It doesn't, like I said, doesn't really have you build him in the figure section. It has you build him right after the figure section, kind of, but they don't really count him as a figure, I think. But on the box they do. So, and then next up, probably my favorite minifigure of the set, just because it's because he's gonna be one of the main characters, Poe Dameron, or Poe Dameron. I think it's just Dameron. So once again, I think it's the same torso printing as the other guy. It looks like it. I like their TIE Fighter gear, or I keep saying TIE Fighter, wow, I don't know why. Their X-Wing gear. Looks kind of more rugged, more dirty than it did in the last movie, or in the original trilogy, because I guess the last movie would really be Revenge of the Sith. And he's got the cool helmet with the colors that matches this ship. And he's got nice head printing. To those of you that don't know, this guy's played by Oscar Isaac, who, as you know on my channel, I'm a big fan of the movie Sucker Punch. It's the same actor that played the guy that ran the brothel in Sucker Punch. So that's pretty cool. And there's this kind of angry face, or more of a confused, derpy face, I guess, kind of a combination of the two. He's got a small blaster rifle, small blaster pistol. And I can't tell if this guy, because they keep saying he's a main character, but they do not show him much. So I'm wondering if he's just going to be like a regular X-Wing pilot that they just sort of focus on in the movies. Like, of all the X-Wing pilots, he'll be the one they focus on the most. But I'm wondering if maybe they just won't, like, he won't be like a Rey or Finn type of main character. You know, he might just kind of be there as like one of the main rebels or something. Like, I don't, like, what I'm saying is maybe he might be like the Biggs of the movie, or, you know, the Wedge Antilles, you know, just kind of like the random X-Wing pilot that just kind of always seems to be there, if that makes any sense. But, you know, who knows, could go anyway, could go either way. So onto our little ground crew, little supplies or whatever, we get this little ladder, obviously in order to climb inside the X-Wing, so, you know, it's pretty cool. Like, if I put it right here, as you can see, you know, just kind of use a little access to the X-Wing. I get this little, cart. Well, actually, just like I did for Rey's speeder, we'll put it on the minifigure stand. So it's pretty cool, you know, you can have a soldier, or the pilot, you know, riding in the back right here. Got some controls, which if we, like, put a ground crew here, let me just take it off camera for a sec. See, we put our ground crew guy in there. Can have him piloting it, you know, we can put our X-Wing pilot in the back right here riding to his ship. We get some rear and front lights. And then I don't know if it shows, I don't think it shows you to do this in the instructions, but I just put the extra missiles, spring-loaded shooters, that's what they're called. Put the extra ones in here. I'm sure, I don't think it tells you to do it in the instructions, but I think it's pretty much you're intended to, so, you know, it's not like that's me being really creative or anything. And then you have the wrench for the ground crew guy. And then you have this little crate with the Rebel symbol on it. It opens up, and I'm not going to take them out, but you've got, like, I think 4 reloads for the spring-loaded shooter, or for the stud shooter. And as you know, this comes off. You just easily, you know, move this around. You kind of click it back into place. So it's just kind of a cool little transport vehicle or whatever. It's got the clear things on the bottom, so, you know, you can make it look like it's hovering. So onto the X-Wing itself. This is going to be kind of hard to show. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. In fact, here, I'll take it off the tripod to show you the details, and then I'll show you it in flight mode with the camera on the tripod. So, on the nose, you're going to get to kind of see the part of my floor, because this is such a big set. So here we got the nose right here, so this is pretty cool, you know. We got some details, kind of, I like how kind of, you know, curves, you know, into like a thinner nose-looking shape, kind of like an X-Wing would. And you got some nice orange on the side, kind of looks like Halloween colors. And then you've got the cockpit that opens up. You've got a holder for Poe's gun, and I believe we have a sticker for the view screen. It's just kind of hard to show right now. So there's that in the back. Got the lever for the wings. And we get some stickers on these pieces right here, and this is just kind of like the back, you know, say where like the R2 unit would go. Got the big engines right here, which these two kind of separate in half. Apparently there's some logic behind that in the new movie my dad was telling me about. He was reading some stuff, and apparently the wings, like, they make them like this now, where like the wings split in half because I think of like the technology or something in the new movie. There's something that happened with, like, I think they have to do it like this now, or otherwise the X-Wings won't run, or there's something going on with it. You can look it up for yourself, but that's just what I heard. You got some stickers, you know, right here, and then right here. Got our back engines and a nice orange. I think the orange colors is pretty cool. You know, we got some another sticker right here. We got our flick missiles, or our spring-loaded shooters on each side, and we've got, you know, these little cannons. You know, same thing over here, cannons. And even though this isn't the traditional X-Wing color, I do think it's more of a cooler color. So if I did have an X-Wing, this one, I think I'd probably most likely like to have this one. Then the back isn't very interesting. Oh, I mean, it's cool. Not like in a bad way. It's not very interesting. But we got, you know, these our engines, you know, with the purple fire coming out, which is really cool. And I thought this was going to be the crank when I was building it to turn the wings, but it turns out that's not the case. It's just a piece of engine machinery. Got some studs, you know, some more gray bricks to kind of simulate, like, you know, the back of it. And I've got these blue rubber bands. I don't know why they made them blue. They could have just as easily made them black, I would think. But I guess it's so you see them, and so if something goes wrong with the X-Wing, you can easily take them off. You know, if you're like something breaks on it. So, you know, there's the back, which is pretty cool. Just kind of like the bottom, like these little pieces, and then this brick acting as the landing gear, like the bottom of these wings. We got our stud-loaded shooters. So our stud shooters on the side. Those are pretty cool. I'm not going to fire those off, but you know how they work, you know. Once again, like I said, I'm not a big fan of the spring-loaded and stud shooters, that's it. So I'm not a big fan of the stud shooters. I mean, they're okay, I guess. They're just kind of, I don't know, they just seem like too little kiddish of a feature. On a ship, it's fine, but when they put them on the minifigures, those just look so ugly. It just, that's one of the reasons I'm avoiding the new battle packs. It's just, yeah, they just look really dumb and kind of ugly. I don't know. I don't agree with Lego there. Then we're going to put our figures in, so BB-8. The one thing I would say I do not like about the set, I'll try and zoom in a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. One thing I do not like about this set is because BB-8 only has this one stud to go in, he falls out kind of easily. Like, you know, I'm worried, like, a little kid's going to be playing with it. You know, he got BB-8 in here, like, you know, in his thumb, he's holding onto the back, his thumb moves, oh, you know, and then, like, oh, he knocks BB-8 out, he turns it upside down, and then he loses the figure forever. You know, that's just the thing I'm kind of, I don't know. I think they could have just taken that out and just had him put, you know, how, like, with a square brick, you can put something circular in the middle of the 4 studs. I think that probably would just work out better. It'd probably stay easier. Then you can, you can take this out, lift this up. You can put Poe's gun. Here, I'll show you this close up after I put him in. It's gonna be kind of hard to fit it. So I'm gonna put Poe's gun in there like so. I can put him, just lift his arms up a little bit. Put him in there like that. There's the cockpit. As you can see, there he is. Just in there like that. I wonder if now I can show you. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see still. But yeah, he's got like a little view screen and a little lever in there. You know, you can kind of close it up. And the main play feature of the set, obviously, because it is an X-Wing, so this would be expected, is you can lift up the landing gear. I prefer to kind of curve it up like that, because when it's down all the way, it just looks kind of weird, so I like curve it up to kind of make it kind of flow better. Kind of look, you know, cooler, look more fleshed out or whatever. And then what we do is this thing, it's not just kind of like the ARC 170 set, you know, the newest version where you just turn it to where you think it's right, and then when you keep turning it, it'll just turn back again. This one actually locks in place, and it's kind of stiff too, just to make sure, you know, the wings don't accidentally close on you, which I love. So this is going to be epic. Check this out. We're going to turn this. Now we got our awesome X-Wing look. Now this is the look we're going for. Obviously, I might even make like a little stand so I can display it like this, because it just looks so cool. I mean, you guys, this is an X-Wing. This is like the original. This, tied with like the Millennium Falcon and the TIE Fighter, is like the most iconic Star Wars vehicle of all time, and I did not have one, which just baffled me. I had no idea why I did not have an X-Wing. I kind of wish I would have got. I wasn't as original trilogy purist as I was, or as I am now, back in 2012. So back then, when the TIE Fighter versus the X-Wing, you know, because they pit the two sets against each other, when those came out, I just bought the TIE Fighter. I don't know why I didn't buy the X-Wing. I kind of wish I would have now. But now I'm glad I have an X-Wing. If they ever release the traditional one, I'd probably buy it, you know, just because it's the traditional X-Wing. So, you know, this is definitely going to be moving some of my Clone Wars stuff off the shelves, so I have room to, you know, display this one, because the set is just so, it's just so awesome looking. I mean, just look at, like, from the front. I mean, the X-Wings are just some of the coolest vehicles in Star Wars. Like I said, definitely in the top 3 most iconic vehicles. I'd probably say this is like the second most iconic, only behind Millennium Falcon, I would say. And like I said, probably TIE Fighter like number 3. But, you know, so yeah, this is really cool looking. Even though it's not the traditional colors, I still really, really like this set. And as you know, we can just turn it back. And just, as you see, they really snap together, which I really like. And you can lower the landing gear. Put it down like that. So final thoughts, guys. I definitely recommend this set. If you have an older version of an X-Wing, it's not like this. You don't have to buy this set. If you really like the new color scheme, you could. But I mainly say this is just a set for the people that want an X-Wing. You know, the people that never got a chance to buy an X-Wing in the past, like myself, that just really want one. So I definitely say for you, I definitely say this is like one of the perfect sets you can get, especially if you love X-Wings like I do. And yeah, there just doesn't get much better than this. I mean, honestly, I'm getting so hyped up for this new Force Awakens movie, guys. I cannot wait. But yeah, First Order Transporter, only one I haven't built yet. You'll see a review of that soon once I build it. I'm not sure if I'll build it this weekend or next weekend. By this weekend, when I'm saying this, I am filming this on Saturday, November 14th. So I may not be yet. So you might not even see me upload this till like December. It depends how busy I'm gonna be within the next few weeks. But yeah, so I really appreciate you guys watching this. Definitely tell me what you think of it. Tell me if you think it's worth buying. Tell me what your favorite Star Wars vehicle is, or if you think the X-Wings are the coolest, or whatever. And yeah, I'd love to hear your feedback. So thanks for watching, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe, and see you later. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.